Welcome to another episode of Talking eBay. Today's podcast is all about starting out on eBay. So yes, this is a little bit longer than usual, but we're going to be talking today. Basically, this is episode 1 of Talking eBay, and this is the podcast version. We're going to talk about the 10 best practices for starting an eBay business. So if you're not familiar with me, I've been selling on eBay for almost 25 years now. Actually, I think it is about 25 years, and we love selling on eBay. Been selling on eBay forever, since 1999, and we've seen things good and bad, but we do love eBay because it gives us the opportunity to sell things all the time. So this episode of this podcast is about selling on eBay for beginners and gives you an idea what to do, and I'm going to give you 10 best practices and 10 things to talk about. So I appreciate you tuning in, sit back, relax, and we're just going to go through some of the things that you should know when starting your eBay business. So getting started on eBay. An account setup is pretty basic, pretty simple to do. I have tutorials on my channel, so definitely check out. So everything I'm going to go over pretty much there's a tutorial on. But I'm just going to give you a discussion. We're going to talk about it, and that's what this is all about. This is an audio podcast, so you can hear it and listen to it and understand exactly what's involved with running an eBay business. So we're going to cover step-by-step process of setting up your eBay account, which is very, very simple to do. Navigate the platform, understand the basic features and terminology with eBay. Now, product sourcing, people say, well, where do I find my stuff? And a lot of people have so much stuff in their house, they don't even know what to do with it. So with eBay gives you the opportunity is to sell that stuff. So important to do, so easy to figure it all out. Setting up eBay is super easy. They make it very, very easy, very tutorial. The tons of tutorials online. I have a ton on my channel here on Talking eBay, so definitely check out some of those tutorials. The account setup is super easy. You can do as simple as free. I would just recommend doing a basic store. I think for as little as $5, I think you can get a basic store, and that's so simple to have and really important to have. That way you can put things on, put them in the store, then people can come by and purchase them when they're ready. Just there's a lot of things to learn about processing about eBay, but this is real basic. Just to open up the store and list an item. This is what I have to tell you. Do that. I don't care what. Look in your house, look around, find something for $5. I don't care what it is, $10. Just list it. A lot of people, like on YouTube or any social media platform, they're afraid of it. Don't be afraid. Just list it. What's going to happen? Nothing. Put it on. Share it with your friends. Do a social media thing on it. Who cares? Do the right keywords and all these things are on this channel. So definitely check out all the different things that are available on the channel, and you'll be surprised how easy things get. I've been dealing with talking to a few people on some different social media platforms, and they talk about all these things they buy, and they don't list them. I said, list it. What are you doing? List it. I bought all these games. Well, list it. Don't sit on it. Don't look at it, because you know what? I'll tell you what happens. A lot of people buy things, and then things trend, right? Like anything else, things trend in and they trend out. I have things in my store. I'm just as bad as anybody else for 4 or 5 years, because when I bought them, they were trending in, and then they trended out. So what happens? They sit on the shelf and they do nothing. So you have to be active. You have to go look at your products, see what you have. So this is all part of the eBay process. So product sourcing, where do you begin? For beginners, let's talk about that. Methods of sourcing on eBay include thrift stores is great. Garage stores, I absolutely love. Wholesale suppliers, I would stay away from them in the beginning. Could be kind of tricky. Drop shipping and more, forget drop shipping. Don't get into that. Really, from my experience, for 25 years experience, the best source is first out in your house, yes. Second, I definitely recommend the thrift stores or yard sales. Yard sales are so much better because you can get so many cool things at yard sales for like really cheap. I mean, we're talking like, pennies on the dollar. You can see some old, what you think is not valuable is very valuable. For instance, old telephones. People will pay for old telephones, old VCRs, old TVs, old tech. People love old tech, believe it or not. It is funny. But again, it's trending, so be very careful and, just kind of go that. But definitely look around, do your research. Again, all the tools are on this channel. Take a look at that, and you'll see what's available, how to use Terapeak, how to learn how to search on eBay, how to price things. Not too high, not too low, just right. There's so much to go over it, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to keep this podcast real simple and real basic. So the next thing is to do, so once you sourced or found something, creating an effective eBay listing, providing tips, best practices, creating compelling and information eBay listings, covering aspects like optimization, item descriptions, pricing. Strategies are very important. Pricing strategy is super important, and high quality product photos. Now, why high quality product photos, you ask? Well, photos and video are the two best things that you can use when you're selling on eBay or any platform, actually. So I definitely recommend using your phone. And I have tutorials on my channel how to add photos from your phone, from your smartphone. If you have a smartphone, you don't even need a computer. You can do all the listings. You can do everything from your smartphone. It's pretty wild. So yeah, you can take photos, you can crop them, you can edit them, you can color correct them, you can do all kinds of cool things, but you know what you have to do? Do it. Just do it. Take the photos, list the one item. Take 3 or 4 photos, not just one, because the photo representation is exactly what it is, right? If you're doing a photo, teach everybody, show everybody, this is what this looks like. This is the baseball card. The front, the back, it has a tear in it, has a pen mark on it, there's some paint on it, whatever it is, describe it fully. Don't fool people. Be transparent. That is the best way you'll be protected on eBay, because eBay will back you up. I have concierge service. What that means basically that if I have any issues, I call the local phone number that I have, and I talk to USA. I'm always talking to California. Always, it's all in USA, and we get the answers directly from eBay corporate. So if you have any issues at all, leave that in a comment here down below, and I'll get back to you. I'll help you. There's no question about it. So again, that's really important. And again, I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to just throw too much information at you, but creating effective listing is so important. Proper keywords, optimization. What is it? Tell us what it is. Use the keywords in the title and the item specifics. Item specifics are, what are they? You just describe what the item specifics are. If it's a telephone, what color is it? Black. Does it have a cord? Yes. Does it work? Yes or no? Is it new or used? And all these different things that you need to put in these item descriptions, but you need to tell people what you have. Brand new, used, broken, doesn't really matter. Just tell them. Cracked, doesn't really matter. So that's important. Like I said, creative, effective eBay listing, provide tips, best practices, like I said. Pricing strategies are really important. I always go in the middle. Don't go too high, don't go too low, because you'll sit on it forever or you'll give it away. That's why. So that's how you do that. And give great photos, okay? So next thing, shipping and fulfillment. So people are afraid, how do I ship my stuff on eBay? Well, it's pretty easy, because eBay makes it all easy for you. It's all built into the system, eBay has all the shipping discounts. So you get FedEx, UPS, and I think UPS, FedEx, and also the post office. And you can do international too through eBay. So it's super easy. So shipping and fulfillment on eBay. Various shipping options, of course, like I said, UPS, FedEx, all that. But discuss, packaging. Let's discuss packaging. So how do you package things up? Make sure you're packaging up with bubble wrap. Make sure you use styrofoam. Don't use old bags. Don't use, printed materials like newspapers. Offer tracking. Customer service is so important. Managing customers' expectations, because always under promise but over deliver. You know what I'm trying to say? I always get comments. It's better than I thought. It looks better than I expected. It works better than I thought. And those things are just really important to you, because feedback is everything, right? So this is just a glance of what we're going to be talking about. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast, because we're going to be doing these. I'll try to do them every other week or so, every couple of weeks. And we're just going to talk in depth about eBay. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have people in here. My partner, my wife, has been working with me, same thing at eBay for 25 years. We go to eBay in Las Vegas. I think it's coming back this year, so that's exciting. So follow me, and I'm doing some live podcasting from eBay in Las Vegas this year. I believe it's happening. This is the episode 1. This is 2023. May 22nd is the date. 2023, that's the date. And so definitely eBay is coming back, so that's good to know. So shipping, that's what we're talking about. So shipping is important, and they have everything all built into the platform. You just have to put the weight and the dimensions in. Again, all the tutorials are on this channel, Talking eBay. How to do that, how to weigh it, and also how to measure it, because measuring is important, because it's all about the weight and all about the size today. So that's that. So let's go over the next thing. So building trust. So what does that mean? Well, building trust is very important as well. People want to make sure that you're credible, you are who you are, and you say what you're saying, and make sure you have to be honest with people. Building trust and reputation is very important on eBay. I have 100% feedback, which means and you do get negatives. That's not, no one's perfect, and you can dispute those negatives. You can repute them, talk to eBay, and if they seem like you're in the right, they'll remove those negatives. So people get peed off. Oh, I got a negative. eBay's no good. Well, not necessarily. Maybe you screwed up, or maybe the customer just sucks. I don't know. But whatever it is, you got to rectify it. You got to make it positive, right? Let's make it a positive experience, because everybody's so negative in the world today. Let's make it all positive. eBay is really a good platform for what it is. It's great for selling old tech. It's great for selling old items. So that's what it's all about. So build trust and reputation on eBay is very important. Offer guidance on how to establish a trustworthy presence on eBay. That's really important. You want to be trustworthy. You want to feel like people can trust you. It's so important. Communication with buyers, really important. Provide excellent customer service, and managing your feedback and reviews are really important. So make sure you get those good reviews, and you will get them. If you tell them exactly what they're getting, they will definitely respond with good positive feedback. And if they didn't give you feedback, just say, hey, hope you got your item. Hope you're happy. Hey, do you mind just leaving me a feedback? I really appreciate that. So that's another good way of doing that as well. So that's super important as well. Understanding eBay fees. So yes, eBay fees roughly, let's see, I think it's around 17% approximately, and they do charge you final value fees, and that's what that is, on your product item and also on shipping. So the total amount of your sale, okay? So that's really important. So that's the difference between that. eBay selling fees are included, listing fees, final value fees, PayPal, but they don't have any pay. They don't really use PayPal anymore. They do their own stuff now. They used to use PayPal, but no longer. They have their own in-house processing, and that's really makes in the beginning was a little touchy, but now it actually works really, really easy. So that's really cool. That works great. Optimizing eBay listings for search, share your information, put all the keywords in there. That's really important for optimization. Good titling. Let's say I'm selling a green tumbler. So I'm just not going to say, oh, it's just a green cup. It's a green tumbler with the straw, new or used, good condition, mint condition, new condition. Tell it what it is. How many ounces is it? How big is it? Give the dimensions. Give the size. Give more information, because people really want to know that they want to know that you know what you're talking about, right? So, oh yeah, and the pictures represent exactly what you're saying. So, okay, it's a green tumbler. Oh, it has a straw. That's cool. It's 9 inches tall. It holds 16 ounces of liquid. So all the information is there. And it put all the information in the title. Green tumbler, 16 ounces, with lid, with straw, brand new condition, things like that. So that's how you kind of work with eBay. You basically, how you think and how you talk is how your description should be. Just don't say green tumbler, great condition. Don't say that, because first of all, no one's going to search great condition. Think about that, right? Because search results are really important. Optimization. People say, oh, blue shirt, buy it. Blue shirt, large, no holes. Okay, well, blue shirt, large, no holes means nothing. Is it a regular? Is it an extra large? Is it a petite size? Is it a big and tall? What is it? Give the information, because people search like that. Free shipping or no free shipping. People talk about that. I believe in charging for shipping, because if a customer gets something and they're not happy with it, they have the right to return it. And if you pay the shipping and something's wrong with it, you have to pay the shipping for return, and then again, it costs you double shipping. Or if they're not happy with it, they'll pay for return shipping, but you also lost on the way out. So I just charge a fair shipping charge, and I've had very little resistance on that. So that's one thing I would give you a little tip there. So I would do that. Managing inventory is another thing. So in doing inventory, it's important, and I have a tutorial about that on my channel. Look at that. It'll show you how I do my tutorial, my listings. It gives you some information on shelf sizes, what shelf it should be on. Gives you ideas on how to do the categorize it, inventory, things like that. Yeah, so take a look at that as well. That'll help you with inventory management. Keep track of your sales, important. And inventory tools they have out there. So many things, but really, let's just keep it really super simple. Avoid out of stock situations. Make sure you have the item. Don't sell it on multiple platforms and forget. If you're going to sell it on Facebook, if you're going to sell it on Craigslist, definitely make some notes. And there's areas in eBay you can put custom notes in. So let's say, for instance, I'm selling something on eBay and I have it listed on Amazon or Facebook or whatever. I'll make those notes. And so when it sells, I'll say, oh, hey, it'll tell me. I'll know exactly what that is. All right, so let's go on for that one. Again, you are listening to Talking eBay. This is the first podcast of my first episode, actually. This is my first time doing an actual real podcast, let's say. And it is my first one, so episode 1, and it is the date of May 22nd, 2023. I'm selling on eBay for 25 years, and I just want to give you some information and help you be successful on eBay. So important. So seller protection, we talked about that a minute ago. Seller protection means if there's any fraudulent situations, if you sell somebody something that isn't what you say it is, they can return it and make you take it back and charge you back. So make sure it is what it is. That's why the photos are important. Look at my tutorials. It'll teach you about that. Very, very important. If you want to offer refunds, I give a 60-day return policy. If they don't like it, they can return it. Because listen, not everybody wants everything. So let them return it. No big deal. They paid the shipping and they can pay the return. It's okay. Take it back. Smile, be happy, and then put it back on and move on. It's just not worth getting stressed and frustrated about that kind of stuff. So let's move on with that one. So that's really, and that gives good customer service, because I've taken things back and gotten glowing reviews. Great customer service, no issues at all. Didn't say what the problem was. He just gave me a great review because he was happy, and that's really important. So growing your eBay business. So this is the last thing we're going to talk about real quickly. I don't want to make this too long of a podcast. I want to keep it around under a half hour. So growing your eBay business, right? Scaling, growing business. How do you do that? Well, the one thing you can do is just keep listing some items. So the more you have on, the more chances you have of getting sales. Using social media like YouTube or Facebook or whatever can help you, get your name out there. That's so important. Online presence is important, but also social media. Social media can be helpful, but eBay does help push you out to the algorithm through Google and through some paid searches and things like that. They actually promote your product as well. So that's something you don't have to worry about. But the main thing, I think people just get tied up with, what do I do? How do I do it? How do I grow my eBay business? And sometimes it gets confusing and sometimes it's not confusing. But what you have to do and what you have to remember is that if you don't list it, you don't know, right? So that's what I want you to do. So I'm not going to get too deep into it. This is a quick 10 right there, 10 or 12, just give you some pointers on what to do and what to expect. That when you want to list something on eBay, just do some research, get an idea what they're selling for, not what they're listing them for, because listing doesn't mean anything. It's the selling that matters. So make sure you put it on for the right sell price. So if you see, let's say the green tumbler. The green tumbler, people are trying to get like $200 for because it's green. Oh my God, it's so cool. But they're really only selling for like $8. So make sure you follow the right trend. Don't go by what they're asking. Go for what they're selling for. I've been to many yard sales and they put these stupid signs on this stuff and they say, sells on eBay for $200. Yeah, but what did it really sell for? I saw it listed on eBay. Yeah, but what did it sell for? What do you mean, they said to me? Well, no, what do you mean? What did it sell for? I pull up my phone. I pull it up and say, you see this thing you're trying to get $200 for? I only sold for like $36. Here's multiple sales, $36. So if I was you, I'd ask like $20 for it. Maybe be lucky you get it. So not everybody understands how eBay works. So educate them, teach them. Don't yell at them. Don't get frustrated about it. Just show them. That's what you do. A lot of these thrift stores are out of their mind. They're overcharging for a lot of things, and nothing you can do about that. But just keep doing your thing, and you will find things and learn about new things, new products, new ideas, new categories, right? Because no one can know everything. Even nobody knows everything. So you'd be surprised how many things really become valuable in and out of cycle. You know what I mean? You'll see like this. I have an old telephone right in front of me. I have here an old black push button phone. It's not that old. It's probably from the 80s, But people are into that right now. So I'll put this phone on for like 25 or 30 bucks. I got it for free. Old cell phones, old tech does really well. VCRs, I get $75 to $100 for all the time. Old TV VCR combos, $200-$300. People laugh at, what do you mean? They said, yeah, old VCR TV combos. People want those. I don't know why, but they do. So you just never know. Cassette players, can't get them. VCRs, can't get them. 8-track players, can't get them. Reel-to-reels, can't get them. People want these things, so it's kind of cool. So look around, do your research, don't overpay, watch what you're doing, and you'll learn. But the main thing is put it on. Make the listing, make it happen, and you'll definitely learn how to grow on eBay. All right, so I don't want to make it too long. This is like 20-minute mark right now, so hopefully I just inspired you. That's what this one's about. This one's about inspiring you to pick up your phone or your camera and list that item. Don't let those games sit there. Don't do that. List one of them. Make sure you price it correctly. Make sure the shipping's correctly, because if you don't, you'll lose money. You don't want to. You're not in business to lose money. I sold something today, and it's funny. I listed it in 2013. Hello, is anybody watching anymore? Nope. It just sat there, and between COVID and everything else happening, it slipped by the cracks, and it sold. Unfortunately, it was on for $20 with free shipping. Well, it cost me $7.75 to ship that item today. That used to be $3.50 to ship. And what was it? It had a ship a priority mail, which the priority mail went way through the roof in the last so many years, right? And it was listed for all these years. I was paying a relist fee. So I think I lost money. I don't know. But listen, things like that happen. Don't get frustrated. Just watch your bottom line. Watch your margin. If that should have been listed correctly, it should have been adjusted. Shipping should have been adjusted. I lost money. I should have charged shipping. I should have charged 20 plus an extra $10 for shipping, and I probably would have got it. But that's just the way it is. So just keep your eyes open, keep your mind open, and follow me on this podcast and also on Talking eBay, and we'll talk more about eBay and what's trending, what's in, what's out, what's to watch and what not to watch. And that's what this is all about. So I hope I brought you some value. If I did, please subscribe to the channel. That's what helps me. As you know, if you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, I get a bigger push out so I can reach more people. That's the only payment I expect, just to help you guys. So if I helped you, please do that for me, and that's all I ask. All right, guys, so I'll see you at the next Talking eBay. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and subscribe to this podcast. It means a lot to me, and I'll definitely see you on the next Talking eBay. See you at the next episode. Appreciate your time as always.